and a wife is you often don't have the choice.
She's not wrong. If you haven't seen OP's original video, go back and watch it. And she's talking about how women don't have a choice when it comes to the load of motherhood that we carry, the things that we become responsible for, in part because it's the societal expectation that we've grown up with for so long, but in part because we do it to ourselves. And then what ends up happening, and what happened in my own experience, is even with the best of partners, you develop, once you start realizing this and you start going deeper into your motherhood journey and being a mom, and you take on all of these things and you start to notice the unequal distribution of the load of parenting, you start to become jealous when you realize all of the things that your spouse or partner is able to do, that you no longer have this choice. And that jealousy leads to resentment, and that resentment leads to anger. It's not that you're angry at your partner for all of those. I mean, you are, but it's born out of jealousy, which creates, like I said, this resentment. And at some point, we have to, as moms, make the choice. And this is not about like toxic motherhood and toxic positivity and being superwoman and doing it all and being your own savior or anything like that. But at some point, we do have to make a choice as a co-creator of this reality to change things. This is why I actively work to eliminate my decision fatigue, because this is what amplifies that feeling of jealousy, that resentment, that anger that starts to build up inside of me when I feel like I'm this overwhelm of not having this choice, of all of it being on my shoulders. This is why I only cook 3 nights a week. This is why I do dinner boxes, because it eliminates part of that fatigue from having to be the one that makes all of these decisions. I automate as much as possible so that I can actively move things and shift things from my plate. Because if I don't, I will be overwhelmed and anxious and stressed out all of the time. And I don't want my experience of motherhood to be that, or even be of marriage. I recognize that these 10 years, as Michelle Obama says, are hard, but I don't have to make them harder. I actively try not to make them harder, is what I should say.